Hey friend, thanks for stopping by. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if you've been here before, thank you for sticking by me. And again, I appreciate you being here. So for today's layout, I am doing a double page layout using Pretty Little Studios Ginger Snap collection and using, at first I was very happy to use this paper. But then I realized that almost all the paper has a white background. So there's not much for contrast. If you notice, you'll see that everything is white. So it took me a minute to figure out what I wanted to do. Um, I didn't get the plaid paper in 12 by 12. I only got the 6 by 8 pad. But I figured it out, and at the end, I love how this layout turned out. So as I'm fumbling through the papers, I just want to say welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. So in 2023, I'm trying something new. I will be also not only doing scrapbooking videos, but I'm also throwing in some plan with me videos for both life, school, and actually not both, but for three things: life, school, and even crafting. So that's going to be something new for 2023. I will give myself grace, and if I don't get a video up every week, I am not going to be mad at myself. It is very hard juggling life, a grandbaby that I care for 4 days out of the week, as well as being a full-time student. So with that said, here is the first layout for 2023. And you will find scrapbooking videos on Saturdays, and my plan with me videos will generally be up either Sunday or Mondays. It all depends on when I could get to them. So as I'm going through this paper, I love the vellum, absolutely love it. Thought this vellum would be perfect, and then I cut it the wrong way. So it is what it is, right? I am also have a new camera, so if you can see, it's a little crooked, and I do apologize for that. So my setup is all new. I have a new desk, and we're working on it. Working on making sure everything is perfect. So, give me a little slack here as I try to get myself together. So tell me, how was the end of your 2022? Or rather, how was 2022? For me, it was very busy. I'm going to say okay, because you know what? I'm breathing, I'm alive, and that right there is more than enough to be happy about, right? We did have some family losses this year, which we're very sad about, and unfortunately, some illnesses and other things going on. But all in all, I'm here, my family's doing well, and yeah, and it was a successful semester. See, this is what I was planning on doing, and then I realized that the pumpkins would be sideways, and that's not going to work. So I quickly realized that, and then I scratched it. But I do end up using the paper anyway, and you'll see that a little bit later on as I put it together. So this Pretty Little Studios collection is basically an autumn collection. It does have some Thanksgiving sentiments in there, but for the most part, I would say it's more autumn, fallish. The colors vibe well with the fall and autumn season. It also has a whole pack of ledger paper, which I did get, but again, they were all mostly a white-based paper, so there was no contrast. I do end up going into my stash and picking out a piece of paper, and it was like one of those, I'm just picking a paper and I'm not going to go crazy. The first one I find that I think works that's what I'm going with. And that is what I did. And I actually can't even tell you what collection it's from. It's definitely old, and I was happy with how it turned out. So for this layout, I have I think it's 6 3x4 pictures and 2 4x6 landscape photos. And it kind of works because on the right side of the sketch, you see three 3x4s and then a 4x6, but I was able to make it all work just as well. Now, I did speed up this video, so I do apologize if you feel like it's a long one. It's a 2-page layout, so basically, I would say it would take double the time of a single page layout. But if you are interested in this collection, I will leave a link down below for my little scrapbook store. And if you've never shopped at my little scrapbook store, if you use the code REF, REF, Beatrice, BEATRIZ, all together, one word, Ref Beatrice, you will get 10% off your entire order. Which, who doesn't want 10% off? And if you look in, if you go onto their Facebook page, every time that a designer or one of their, one of the designers has a video, usually whatever content they're using also is on sale for just that one day. So keep an eye out for that, and I will have all the links in my description below. I really love these banners, and I wanted to use one, and at first I was like, where am I going to put it? And I end up using that one on the right, I believe. And I really, like I said, love how it came out. So for this layout, my title is, I wanted to make a long title using the words that came with the collection. So I end up using the one that says Today We, and then the next one is Gather Together. I added two stickers that say On Thanksgiving, Thankful and Blessed. And then it said With All My Heart, but I end up covering the my and handwriting on a little piece of paper, our, with all our heart. It probably should have said hearts, but I thought that would be a little too much, adding an S. So good enough. And I do end up using one of the banners, and I basically use the entire package of leaves that came in this collection. They're just so pretty. And as I go through, you'll see that I picked that little brown half circle on your right for my journaling. And here I'm just cutting out my banners. And that's the orange paper that I mentioned that I found in my stash. But you barely could see after I'm done with it. So as this is going through, you'll see that I do play with the banners a bit. I end up using one with a cute little owl, and I end up putting it at the bottom of the left-hand page under the 4x6 picture. I'm going to use some of these strips just for some contrast, and again, that also gets pretty much covered up. But the layers, that's what they're meant for. You use layers so that wherever it's going to tuck out of, it will be noticeable. So that's what I'm planning here. I wanted that purple at the bottom to show more, so that's why I flipped the paper. And here I am just going, and I also decided to ink my edges with Distress ink in Vintage Photo because I felt like it would give the papers a little more separation, and everything wouldn't just blend in together, and the brown was perfect. Here I decided that this package was perfect. So I cut the top off the packaging, and I am going to use this as part of my layout. And here's where I realized that the packaging, I was going to put it down, and then I realized that the letters were upside down, and I had just flipped it over. So now I'm adhering everything. I wanted a little of that purple to be shown. And here's where I'm starting to put my words together. But yeah, definitely 2022 was very interesting. I learned a lot. I learned a lot about myself. Um, and I'm hoping for the best for 2023. I welcomed it with open arms, and um, I just hope that it is a successful year. And we will see what happens, right? Now, as far as content is concerned, I will be doing 2 scrapbook layouts a month, as well as 2 project life layouts. And if you watch my video next week, I will be doing the run through of what I'll be using for my 2023 um, project life, project, 52, I don't know what, P52, 52 weeks. There's just so many names for it. I just call it Project Life because it's literally snippets of my life. So here is the ephemera, one of the packs of ephemera, which I believe there were like 3 packs of ephemera. This one has like circles and hexagons and different stars and shapes, and it's very cute. I love the turkey, so we had to throw the turkey in there. Because it is Thanksgiving. And yeah, so that will be my video for next week. So I'm actually not doing your typical project life. I will be using a new product, and I'm very excited about it because I feel like I've always done it either in a 9x12 or 12x12, and it's just too much space. There's too much to cover, and I'd rather bring it down. So I'm doing it in, I believe it's a 6x8 size, and it's it's going to be also hybrid. So there's going to be digital products that I will be using, as well as a lot of stamping, and I am really excited about it. I've been thinking about this for a while now, and I finally decided to jump in, even though it's completely different than what I'm used to. So my left page is pretty much coming together pretty quickly, and I pulled out my tweezers because these little word strips were tiny. If they were probably about an eighth of an inch tall. Here I'm doing a little surgery because I wanted to use the word on. So I had to, cut it out of a word, of an actual word, and it made it even tinier. So, but all in all, I was a little hesitant about this page and really was happy with how it turned out. I'm going to add these hearts, which also came in the collection, and I figured I would scatter them around. And then I think we're going to start working on the right side of the page. Yep, there we go. So that's going to be for my journaling, which I have yet to do, but I will. I'm going to add some of these leaves. I do pop up some of the items so it's not completely flat, and to give it a little dimension. And I'm just doing some layering, as you can see here. And I love all like the chestnuts and the pine cones. It's just such a beautiful collection. They really outdid themselves with this one. So here's where I decide that I'm going to pop some of these things up. And then I end up finding a couple tags, and one says, "Every day is a journey, and the journey itself is home." And that one is by, uh-oh, I don't have my glasses. Oh, here they go. That quote is by Matsuo Basho. And you'll see me add that in shortly. So in order for my pictures to work, I had to give the top pictures a little more space in between each of them. And I'm all right with that. That doesn't bother me, not one bit. I honestly, at the end of the day, like I said before, it really, I love how it came out. And I'm not really a big two-page layout person, but because this was Thanksgiving and I didn't have a lot of pictures, and some of them were not good quality pictures because of the lighting, I was fine with what I was able to get. I end up using the colors of fall because a lot of us are wearing either like burgundies or browns, and I thought that would work really well with that page. And I just put in my little quote, and now I'm going to pop up the word currently, and you're going to see me do that as well as the colors of fall. And I'm going to put it above November. So it's going to say currently November. And that other brown colored quote that you see above the squirrel says sugar and pumpkin spice and all things nice. There was a lot of pumpkin pie. So anyway, so here is, I'm just putting in some more hearts, and you're going to see everything come together pretty quick. And I will say thank you for watching. I am happy that you have stuck around. And again, if it's your first time, I hope that you will consider subscribing to my channel, as well as liking this video if you enjoyed it. And I will see you guys really soon. Thanks for watching, and you guys have a great day.